I want to be there. I want to see this. Just go start streaming. Yes. I want to be there. I want to see this. Yes. Just go start streaming. Yes. Just go start streaming. Yes, welcome back. The frick? Wait, what? Eh? 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 What? What? Eh? What? Is there a Korean? Korean? What? Korean is what I was trying to say. Three, two, one. Any better? There we go. Am I good? Of course, it's the one thing I don't check. I need to just, like, cover myself in sticky notes now of just, like, all of the different things I need to do before the stream starts, and I can tell you, it's going to look something like this. I am just going to be entirely covered in things I need to get done before the stream, because I always forget, like, the one thing that breaks. It's either that, or it's always I remember the one thing that breaks when it does break, and the things that I don't check don't break. Either way. Bit much. Yes, I've got a new fancy reaction thing, which is quite fun. I'm actually kind of glad that I got to show that off, like, right away. I'll have to do it again later when there are more people in, but I'm sure there'll be more things that break and all sorts of weirdness that happens. Just, gosh dang you and your puns, Net. You're just over here making me a clown. Do I look like a clown to you? Good lord. I am just in a mood today. Just have those ready. But I do need to get better about using them more often, because they are really funny and do always make me giggle. So remind me to use them more. Yes, I am a happy cat. The other thing I need to find more excuses to use is my frickin' voice changers. Because I've got voice changers, but I, like, almost never use them. To kind of, like, a ridiculous extent. I think I've pulled them out, like, a couple times, like, maybe once or twice on stream, but that's literally it, because I just don't have many instances where it's, like, actually something I want to use in the moment. Maybe I need to find, like, better ones that work for different things. Oh, or I could have a little thing down in the About section below that, like, in the panels, where you guys could change the voice changer for me and just change how my voice sounds on stream. I know they have those, so that might be funny. But it is just random things that I could try out. But point is, I like the fun things. So if you want to see more stuff, let me know. I'll be very curious to see what you guys are interested in. For now, I should probably go ahead and switch over to the actual thing that we're working on, which is, of course, my face. which sounds so bizarre out of context. But it's not this face. It's, hang on. It's this face. And yes, that is exactly what it'd sound like. Because I am sure that someone would happen to have Chipmunk on while someone else spooks me with the creeper. Or it could be the same person. It could be Nick doing both because he wants to mess with me. There we go. I don't need lighting on me. Though, what was I gonna say? There was something about this that I wanted to say, and I'm now entirely sidetracked with just all the different ways I could make the stream more interactive, because of course I love doing that. Anywho, good lord. I am a happy cat today, but the laughter is going to make me dizzy at this rate. Oh! I was going to show what it actually looks like at the moment, which it's actually, like, the test version that I have is actually still slightly out of date, because I've made a couple tweaks to this one. Okay, is that my dizziness making me see weird things? For a second it looked like the eyes were, like, different heights, if that made sense. Like, one eye was higher than the other, and I think that was just, like, my depth perception and stuff going screwy for a second. Yeah, the model is ever so slightly wavering, so I think that's just my dizziness going on. That is not a good sign, is it? Okay. Point is, let me pull up the... let me stop yammering on and pull up the test model. This one here. There we go. So you can see the physics isn't quite all there. I've kind of got hair clipping through my face, and it's kind of like flopped down. That's because I don't have the collision on. But I believe the textures and like most of the modeling is about where it's going to be at. So I can do ears down, all that stuff. The only real creepy thing about this one, other than the fact that it looks like Super Mario 64, is that it doesn't have a back of a head at the moment. Like, there's just nothing back there. I have no brain. I've got an inside of my mouth. I've got a uvula back there too, but I don't have a back of my head at the moment. But I still do like the way that the hair moves. So I'm quite happy with that. And what was I going to work on today? Oh, right, I was going to do more of the kind of custom blend shapes that I have. Oh, hang on. So like if I show you some of the ones that are currently on here, I've got ones like, where is it? I've got so many. I'm trying to look for a specific one. Come on. Where are you? Why is it giving me like everything? Ah, here's one. I can be startled. I could even be very startled and just be super confused. Or the other one is have fangs, or I could have fangs closer in. Hang on, wait, no, I didn't do those. There, they're the easier to see fangs. Or I've also got rodent teeth. I can have a very weird set of teeth by having them all on at once. And then there's also the really fun one, which is tusks. I can have teeth sticking out of my mouth. But I think all of those only affect the upper jaw, so today I want to work on the ones on the lower jaw, as well as do the actual sharp teeth ones. Because I've got fangs, but I don't have across-the-board sharp teeth. If that makes sense. For now, let me switch back to my current model, so that we don't have... Actually, do I need to switch to my current model? Or should I do this one? What do you think? Because this one might be a bit distracting with the kind of like incomplete physics and stuff, but it is the one that we're currently working on, so it would make sense to do this one. I don't know. I suppose it's whichever one you guys like more. At the moment, anyways. Though I'm still quite happy with the fuzz on the ears. Move it to the corner. Alright, let me adjust my position then. Like that, I think? Is that better? No, a little bit lower than that. I think there? Slightly to the right. Eek. This is actually kind of hard to position. Nope, that's too low. No, now I'm too far over. Hang on. Why am I having so much trouble positioning myself? That sounded weird. Don't take that out of context. I am just a magically floating head. Pay no mind. Actually, no. Pay me mind. I've done this before. I'm the streamer. I should be paid attention to. I am weird. This keeps happening. Why does this keep happening? Anywho. Let's go ahead and hide the this one. Yes, so now you can see exactly what the teeth look like in their bizarre kind of layout. It's just so weird to be able to hide the skin, and then it's just like, yeah, you can see the teeth and the uvula and the tongue. And apparently the inside of the ears. That's all fine. I am getting... Wait, why are those... Oh, I just accidentally multi-selected. Okay. So we need to do a sharp teeth one. That's probably a good one to start with. So we'll do teeth sharp up. There we go. So that's above the tusk. Yes, I am making myself dizzy. It's because I really like streaming, and then stuff like this happens, and I end up giggly, and that's how that works, apparently. Also, sorry I'm looking down at the moment. I'm actually reminding myself to, actually mark down on my phone that I am in fact dizzy, because I'm trying to track it more. And so I've got a set of buttons that, when I hit them, they will record the intensity of the dizziness, the location I'm currently at, as well as, like, the time and date. And I am glad you love me with my dizziness, because I don't know when it's going away, if at all. Alright, so let's go ahead and edit this, and I think actually let's hide the lower jaw and stuff as well. Because we definitely don't need those. Yeah, that's probably decent enough. And then grab that guy again. Oop, I grabbed both. There. And now for the fun part of figuring out how to make sharp teeth across the board. I think if we grab the center one of each of these, we should be able to do, like, nearby and then drag it down. It's for, basically proving it's a problem, if that makes sense. Because, I keep going to, neurologists and psychologists and stuff and being like, yeah, I'm getting dizzy and I don't know why. And, like, my neurologist has been brushing it off as, like, oh, you're just having anxiety or whatever. And I'm like, okay. But I've gotten to the point that I have sold my car because I don't feel safe driving. Because it's that frequent and that unpredictable that I kind of can't control it. So I'm trying to find ways to prove it's an issue, essentially. Even though, really, they should just be listening and knowing that, yes, it is an issue. But then again, I'm also not the best at communicating when I'm having trouble. So that's kind of a thing. One could hope it gets better. Okay, so there's the middle bit there. Alright, so then I should be able to tweak these up. Okay, so that kind of gets the sharp teeth I want. Indeed. I don't know, like, they can assume that it's anxiety or whatever, because I do have that as well, but it's just kind of at that weird point of, like, you need to treat the symptom. That's kind of the whole issue here. This is probably gonna make the teeth look very weird. Probably that. And then this one as well has that weird thing. Though I wonder if that's actually enough. Scoot it out a bit. Oh no, this definitely needs these as well. Scoot it out. Yeah, no. Well, not only now will they not be able to dispute it, now I also can't understate it. Because part of the issue is that I spend so much of my time having to understate it, not because of the doctors or anything, but because if I don't, I'm going to be, like, unable to do anything. Like, I have to be able to brush off and try and do things. Otherwise, I'm never going to get anything done. So, when you get used to doing that, and then you go to a doctor, and you're not used to not doing that, you're not going to convey your symptoms very well, is what I have found. So, if you're ever having some kind of issue like this, please record your symptoms. Please, like, make sure that you're not understating them just because you're used to doing so. Because I have that issue, and I'm certain others do as well. Let's squeeze that there. And then tweak this side. There-ish. What do you mean, how did I manage to say that sentence? I've already forgotten what I said, so you're gonna have to remind me which sentence you're referring to. Like, this is for sure one of those, like, I wish I wrote it on a sticky note because I don't remember. There are so many triple double negatives. I don't even remember that. I'll have to. Actually, no. Why don't you clip it? Why don't you clip the confusing statement and we can go from there? Because good lord. Alright, and then this one needs that to scoot in. What is this even doing? Got so many weird finagled things. You tried? Can't find a specific point now? Well, fine, I guess. Can't hold it against you. I'll probably encounter it again when I go over the stream later. Yes, we do have teeth. I've actually got another, I've got a video on YouTube that used teeth in the, actual thumbnail of it. Because it was one of the modeling ones. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I think this is going in. I kind of wish that I could just re-sculpt these, but you kind of can't do that with blend shapes. But hey, we can get pretty decent with that. Is it worth doing the back teeth? I don't think so, right? Because, like, if you look at my teeth, the only time you really see the back teeth is when they're, like, that kind of center back thing. So I don't think it's going to be super noticeable if you have sharp teeth there. But I don't know. I suppose I could just try and make them look a bit sharper. You need a dentures prop and a gums but no teeth option. I mean, I could definitely do a hide the teeth option, which I probably should. There would be room for all kinds of probably out of TOS jokes on that one. I actually did to go review TOS again. Like I assume it would be like making jokes about sex wouldn't be entirely out of TOS. You just have to make it so that it's not completely explicit to my understanding. But do not take my advice. It's been a bit since I've reviewed TOS. There we go. So now we've got sharp across the board. Aged cat blend shape. I could probably do one that makes me look like an old lady. I'd be surprised if I couldn't. Let me actually tweak these. So I'm noticing it still looks too square, which is gonna bug me. That one too. And then if I shift these upwards, and then maybe over slightly. What? Is it scale? Oh, it's scaling. I shouldn't be scaling. Wait, why? What? Oh, wrong one. Should be doing Y. There, that looks better. Wait, what? I mean, that's not what I meant, and you know it. I do not determine what TOS is. Think there. And then maybe these ones need to scoot up more. I'm gonna have to do this on the other side too. That's always the pain, is like having to do things twice on this stuff. So in this case I'm gonna have to do it 4 times because I've got the inside as well. Yeah, I guess you saw the opportunity. Though that does remind me of my freaking favorite joke about cocks. And it's the like people always joke about them being small or large, but the best is when they joke about them being medium and talking to ghosts. It's just so stupid and I love it. Just the disapproval in that ... It's fine, I'm talking about chickens. Like, you know there are those really big roosters and there are the tiny little baby chicks? That's what I'm talking about, it's fine. And of course you're over here punning on that too. You can't call me out and then go pun it yourself. It's not how any of this works. You're just as bad as me. Wait, no, that didn't... That didn't... Like, I was supposed to select all of them, and I was just selecting each one. You pun, therefore... Don't you mean you can, therefore you pun, not you pun, therefore you can? That seems a little bit backwards. Ah, no. Hang on. Ah, give me back the thing. Material preview, that one. Okay, now this goes up. And we've got some sharp teeth on this side. Now we have to repeat it over here. Ah. I am just... This is why I like streaming. It's fun. Sharp tooth is like a dinosaur. It's a sharp tooth. Alright, and then got that in place. And yeah, this one is also one we need to do. Okay, hang on. Let me record my dizziness again because I'm dizzier. Probably at a 4 at this point on a 5 scale. Oh my gosh. I mean, I could totally see them being a cannibal, which is like French kissing a cannibal is probably like one of the highest signs that you trust them. just putting any part of you in their mouth. No. Right, I'm supposed to be using that one. Okay. French kissing a shark girl. I mean, probably about the same, honestly. Sharks tend to investigate things with their mouth, so that's why they end up biting things. So I could totally see a shark girl investigating, and it not going too well for whoever she is investigating. That sounds completely like something I would expect a shark girl to do. There we go, that looks reasonably sharp. I mean, yeah, if you do it in a basement, then no one's gonna find your body for a while, so of course you don't want to do it below. I've not lost it, I've just placed it somewhere else, it's fine. I'm just working on teeth at the moment, and figured it's good to show off the progress that we've made. Because it is actually, like, reasonably close to done. I am just showing and doing the, like, final cool things. Because there is all kinds of fun blend shapes that I want to do. Though I still need to even just make a body. I have not made a body for this one yet. I should not have shaking my head like that was a bad idea. I made the dizziness worse. Ah, good lord. I'm gonna have a lot of clips from this stream, I feel like. Because dizziness is like the best fodder. I think like that. I'm shook cat. Yes, I am a shook cat. Well, it sounds like you need to get the puppy back then. I think there, grab... Oh, no, not that, not that point. I need that, no, that point. No, do not sock them. Do not hit puppies. Puppies do not deserve to be hit. Don't even joke about hitting puppies. Otherwise, who was the movie person famous for hunting down people who hurt his dog? I have just entirely blanked on the name. I know it starts with a J. But like, the name coming to mind is like Johnny Malkovich, which is not it in the slightest. I'm sure neither of those are correct. John Wick, yes! Oh, okay, so Johnny, I guess that makes sense how I got to Johnny, but where the frick did Malkovich come from? Who the frick has the name Malkovich? Where did I get that name from? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I did see a bit about it, but I don't care. Like, it's I am a person who doesn't particularly care about the lives of celebrities, and as long as they're alive, it's fine. I care about them in the fact of, like, they should live their own lives, but, like, it doesn't make sense for it to be such a frickin' public event. Like, if you're having a trial with your ex, that is something you two should like, that's between you and the courts. I do not need to know about that. If I know you personally, I will support you as a person, but I don't know them personally, so I'm not gonna take a side. He can't play Jack Sparrow? That's weird. See, I don't know how any of this works. I suppose that makes sense. Wanting to spread awareness does seem like a just reason. But it's still... It's still... Like, I am someone who's already aware and try and support anyone who seems like they might be getting abused. But again, it's like, I do that on a personal level. I do that on a person-by-person basis. So it seems weird to try and get into it with celebrities, which is why I'm just like, whatever the courts decide is what the courts decide, and I should not be fussing too much over it. I've got other things to worry about. Though I think that's good for the sharp teeth. So if we do the slider now, all the teeth get sharp. I said I would give you support, not that I would give you money. And do I not give you support? So I'm not sure I can promise a safe place from that dragon. That's not quite how that works here. Let's scoot these forward slightly, because they're kind of clipping through just a tad. There we go. True, that makes sense. Disney tends to be a bit of a butt. There we go. That should be in place now. And then if we put back the face, yeah, that's not clipping through anywhere. That's perfectly fine. That one. There we go. Now they're probably regretting it because he's in people's favor. Yeah, that tends to be what happens in those kinds of situations, where people jump the gun before the word is actually out on what happened. People just look like they made rash decisions, which isn't very good. So next bit I should probably do the fangs on the lower teeth, or do rodent teeth on lower. I'm gonna do rodent teeth, because rodent teeth is easier. So let me grab these, and then switch off those teeth, turn on these teeth, and swap which gums are visible. Wait, that one shouldn't be visible. I do not care if the tongue is, though. Tongue is fine. I need orc teeth? I've already got the tusks. I've actually got the tusks on this test one. Let me go ahead and pull them up. Tusks. They're actually the upper jaw tusks. So I do have... Zoom in doesn't quite work right now. I am just a bit down here. I am just watching net very closely. Okay. Yes, I do have tusks. So it is it is a thing. But I am gonna do lower orc teeth as well, where they both do the thing. The hairs on your neck stood up. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, right, there's one thing I wanted to check with this. Do my sticky notes still work? Yeah! I have sticky notes. They still work even with this one. Even when I don't have a body. I still have sticky notes. I am goofy. So it's funny that the clown was just the first thing that showed up. It just needed a second to recalculate. Oh, hang on. There's another one I want to know how it looks. This one. This very, very creepy one. Just looks a little bit odd with this one. It's weird to be, like, semi-realistic into that. Anywho, right, I wanted to do the... Wait, why does cheek puff... Why does cheek puff affect the teeth? Cheek puff should not affect the teeth. So I should get rid of that one. Jaw forward stuff, that makes sense. Melt makes sense. Mouth close. It doesn't do anything, so I'll leave it. And then mouth pucker. That one I'll remove. There we go. So now we add one for teeth rodent down. And then go into edit mode. And turn off that and just grab all of these guys. Ah, no, don't move already. I have to try and grab each of these points, because any point I don't click is going to be left behind, which isn't going to be good. Now I've clicked all of the obviously visible ones, so I need to try and get the harder ones, like these guys. And the ones that are stuck inside this tooth. Come on. Where is it? There they are. Alright, now if I carry this up, I think about there should do it. If we turn on the upper gums, that'll give me more of a line for where it is. So I think about there would be the end point. Thank you for the love, but good lord, what was my reaction? That was like a full, like, my hands, like, tensed up and pulled away from my mouse and keyboard, and, like, I basically curled up into a ball at that. What the heck? Alright. I don't even... Okay, what does it look like when that is there and jaw opens? Yes, sometimes explosive reactions. Okay, oh, that has a weird quirk to it. Because I think that kind of bends. Eh, maybe it's not gonna be as noticeable? I think we'll have to try and merge everything and see how that looks. For now, I'll probably leave it as it is, because it'll be a matter of where the upper points end up at when the jaw is open. English is hard. Also, Everglades, I did your English thing. So we now have the English command, and it is indeed set up on my Ko-fi. So that is there. Wait, I hit the button. Why is Ko-fi not... Hang on. So if I do Ko-fi, does that... No? It... Eh? What have I done? It is... Oh, I got it backwards. Why is it... Is Discord working? No, none of my links are working. What about socials? There, that one works. My Ko-fi is in the extras on that one. So yes, I I guess I'm not the only one who's dizzy today, because apparently my stream deck is also a bit confused. Oh, hang on. I think I know what happened. I think I know what happened. Let me double check something. Aha! I was correct on what happened. No need for a break command. I got this. I can fix it. There we go. And now if I do that. Yay! Now we got it! I didn't hate it. I was just trying to fix things. So it's fine. I'm good. I like your hugs. Now back to the modeling. What's the next one to do? Spider got yeeted. Oh no, spiders everywhere. Just, as if, I'm sorry, spider. I'm sorry you went everywhere. Oh, we do need a heal command. Heal command would fix everything. Okay. Fangs. Lower fangs would be good. So, so let's grab the fangs bit. Grab that. Yes, I need someone to heal my dizziness. Though, I suppose to be fair, if someone did heal my dizziness, then I'd probably be less interesting on stream. Just I am giggly and fun right now. So I suppose that's why people like doing drunk streams. Yeah. See, I just said that. Alright, so things down. That's not how you spell down. That's down. Alright. And then we need to do... which one was the thing on this? So if we do things up and do tab... Okay, so this one was center one. We did it off the center one on this. No, but I'm trying to... I know it's at least a 4. I don't know whether this is level 5 dizziness or not. Because, actually, no, I have had visual effects, so it is definitely level 5. Because I normally define level 5 as either I can't focus and I'm completely brain fogged, or I am having, like, the Alice in Wonderland syndrome and stuff like that. And I just noticed I have tomato sauce on my little the pot filter, on my pot filter. Because I had Hot Pockets for dinner, and I tried to pull off the, like, kind of cardboard not potato sauce, tomato sauce. Marinara, that stuff. But I tried to pull off the cover thingy, but it kind of popped and flung some sauce with it, if that makes sense. It was not cooperating. Not Crayola sauce. Tomato sauce. The kind that's the red fruit that you shouldn't put in a fruit salad unless you're making salsa, in which it goes very well in that fruit salad. I'm gonna drink water. Hang on. Here we go. I just had, like, the sudden urge. Blood orange sauce? Would blood orange sauce be very good? Oh, could you make orange chicken with blood oranges? And then it'd be like red chicken instead of orange chicken? But, like, I suppose you don't call, like, the frickin' chicken parmesan that has the tomato sauce on it You don't call that red chicken. You call that chicken parmesan. But I suppose it's also because it's covered in cheese first. Cheese and breadcrumbs. So, I suppose you could call it red chicken if you wanted. I don't know what tangent I'm going on now. I am having weird tangents. This one go up. Is that good, or does that need to... What if we scale in a bit? That seems better. That seems more Fang-like. So I think that'll do for Fangs down, and then we need Fangs in down, which is off of these guys, instead of off of the actual canines. It's the, like, Hollywood vampire teeth, or in this case werewolf teeth, because I think the werewolves are the ones that have the lower ones. Though I suppose both would have it in a way. I've definitely seen vampires that have it on the bottom teeth too, where they have both. They're typically, like, smaller on the bottom. Do I need to make the fangs bigger than that? They do look a little bit small. I suppose I could just test it and then tweak it from there. So let's do fangs in, down. That's the next one to do. Then we tab and we edit from this point, I think. And grab this guy. And then it scoots up into points. And then I think scale. No, that's what is it doing? But let's go wider influence and then do scale down a bit. Maybe a bit more than that. I think that's pretty pointy. So we've got rodent, we've got the fangs down in, and they're equal size to that. So then the ones we're missing are the lower tusks. Tusks lower is probably the one that's going to be the most difficult. Because the tusk the tusks upper were pretty hard as well. And tusks need to tweak the mouth positions as well. Otherwise you're going to have it clipping through the cheeks and stuff too much. So that's no fun. I wonder if I should do the tusks lower being the, like, second from the inside teeth instead of the canines. I don't know what teeth those are. I'm not a dentist. Or an orthodontist. Or a biologist of any kind, for that matter. Though I did used to study from a college-level biology textbook for fun when I was in, like, middle school. It was kind of weird. Is a toothologist a thing? I thought that was, like, an orthodontist, or there's probably another fancy name for teeth than someone who studies them. I don't know if that's it, though. A vocosol... I think this is when I pull out the, English. I can't English enough to type English! English. There. English netcore. I can't even speak, and I'm telling you to English. This isn't how this is supposed to work. I am dizzy. A vocal stolar lyricro list. I I don't get it. Even slowly, I can barely say it. It's not even real. Why are you trying to get me to say it then? It's like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious then, or the frickin' frick. What was the longest word? Like I remember kids from my elementary school bragging that they knew the longest word and like saying it, but I don't even remember what it is anymore. And it's like some really stupid science thing. That's go go go. That's a reference that I feel like I know but can't place at the moment. Uh, hmm. Oh, no, not the longest city. Not the longest city. There's a really super long word that's like a chemical name or something. And I don't know why it went around my elementary school that people knew it. It was just a little bit weird. It was like paradike something or other, probably. Either way, I don't know. I I'm trying to do the lower tasks. That's what I was doing. I got sidetracked and entirely forgot what we were working on. Teeth tusk down. And then I think let's make the tusks be these ones. I also don't know what the tusks are going to do when you hang on, what is this? What am I Oh no. Oh no. What is this? What is it keeps going. What the hell? There's no way this is a real thing. Like, it's the word for the protein titan? Eh? I wish I knew about this back in elementary school because I would have beaten those other kids for longest word. But I have no idea how anyone would memorize this thing. Like, how in the heck? That is too many! That's longer than some essays I wrote. That is completely ridiculous. Alright. I should get undistracted and work on teeth. That one's 83. Uh yeah, that is also not the word. But it's a pretty long one. Let's hide those gums so that we can more easily select the teeth. Yeah, science has crazy words. Oh, speaking of science, Net, look up the study of teeth. What is the study of teeth called? Because we mentioned it before, so I want to know now. And I am too busy streaming to look it up, so I'm sending you to do it. I mean, I suppose I could just ask my wiretap to do it. But I want to see if you're gonna do it first. Dentistry. I'm laughing and then I can't stop laughing because I'm laughing at my own laughter. Oh my gosh. I feel like a dum-dum now. I think that's probably clip-worthy, though. Oh no! Okay, good. I can redo my selection and be fine. Good lord. If I wasn't dizzy before, I am now. I don't imagine you could fit all of my laughter in the clip. But I'm sure you could get some clip out of that. I mean, it could always be highlighted and put in small ones. Because it's that goofy. I'm just, what is the study of teeth? Dentistry. Just could not remember it at all. Ah, good lord. Yeah, I'm a dumb. Okay, I got, no, come on, there we go. Got those. What is the PGG thing you keep doing, Everglades? Nat, go to bed! It is your bedtime, Nat. You should go to bed. I find it funny that I don't even have to click on that link to know exactly which Twitter status that is pointing to. Because freaking every time, but I don't wanna. I have no idea what Everglades is typing. That's just brackets now? Oh, not that one. That one. True, it could be child. It could be child. Oops. No, turn off that. And then scoot that like that. Oh, not child. It is indeed an Everglades. Sleep well, Nat. Okay. We got the tusks, and then I can scale in the outward direction to get them better. And then maybe scale like, no, I'll probably leave them like that. But I could scale upwards. I think that might help. And then switch to this version and grab the points here, do the nearby thingy, and actually let's grab both of those as well. Actually no, just these two. And then do the up. Okay, maybe less of a thing. Yeah, to there. And then we do up. And then grab these points. You what? What are you saying, Everglades? English. What? Oh, that. English. I know I struggle at English right now, but you should have an easier time. Me? You? What is going on? I am very confused. And then these two have bigger radius, and then scoot up. There, and now we have that working better. And then if we grab these and drag out, we have more interesting tusks. These and scale inwards. And maybe shift down a smidge. They're very flat tusks at the moment. ABC? What is going on? Why are you speaking in tongues today? I don't get it. Pull out there. And then move these up. These should be sharper. I think if we drag out like that, that'll do. Though I think these also need to be shifted up a bit. So if I go like super big and then just go up. But there. That should also help it feel more like tusks. I think let's stop there for a moment and then unhide the other teeth and set them to tusk upper. Yeah, so they pair well together. And then if I unhide the face, yeah, I need to scoot these up a bit more and a bit further out, I think. So if we do that and go more higher, maybe we need to do the higher from a more inside point, like that point and that point, and then do like that. And then have these guys out further, probably smaller radius a bit. Out further, and then maybe down a bit more. And then have these guys slide across like that. So now we've got more tusks. And if we grab this and grab out of edit mode, grab the face, this should have the tusk upper on. So like that. And then we want to give it the tusk lower as well. So we add one, rename it to tusk down. And then we need to edit that. And I think we just need to move the lower lip down. Which actually, if we were to do, where is it? Lower down? Because we could just turn lower down on. But that actually looks a little weird, because that's never going to have the mouth be closed then. But would you ever have your mouth closed if you had tusks like that? That's kind of like a very... I suppose I would like furl around it. I suppose I'll just edit the points around the tusks themselves instead of doing that. So if we edit tusk down and then grab these points, how do we even want to grab these? I think that guy and then that guy. And if we grab those ones, let's scoot, no, not that, down like that, I guess, and then grab these points and also scooch them down. That might help sell it a bit more. And then maybe these two, we turn back on that thing and then just scoot, much smaller range though. Much smaller. Scoot those down. Okay, what is... Are you, like, drunk texting? What's going on here? Because this doesn't feel like you normally, and I'm getting a bit concerned. Alright, so if we have task down 2... Yeah, that looks like it kinda sells it. Maybe I need to squeeze in those a bit more? Because it definitely doesn't quite look like it goes fully around it. What is going on then? Because you're having trouble of some kind. Maybe that'll do it? What if I scoot these guys in? And then scoot these ones down? Down. That seems like it might do it. This one seems like it's extra annoying. That part needs to go back up though. Okay. Huh. The tusk has a weird, like, divot in it. I might need to tweak that. Or would it have that? Like, is that a thing that would feel normal? What? Why is there now an Unga Bunga in here? What? Why? Why? Oh, it's not Unga Bunga, it's Ooga Booga. Why? Why? Is everyone busy today? What is going on? Okay, let's try and tweak the way that this has the inner curve that's going on. I think that needs to move back like that. And then we move up. And then maybe in a bit. There, now it has less of the random divot in it. And then this one we could try scooting forward more and then up more to give it more of that curve that it has. We just have to be careful to not end up with the divot on this side instead. But I think that works. Maybe these two go down. And then I think that works. I think that's good. We now have crazy tusks going on. But that should work fine if I can speak. Let's get rid of the upper tusks and on this one hide the upper tusk thing. So that's what lower tusks only would look like. And then I suppose the question now is what happens when mouth opens. So if we do this one and then combined it with jaw open. Okay, so they kind of shift, but they stay like reasonable tusk thing. So I guess that makes sense. So I guess I need to merge everything now and then go ahead and do the test again. So repeat exporting to what I'm currently streaming with. And then we can see what we need to edit next. So let's go and join all materials. And then wait a second for it to actually do the thing. There we go. And then hit save. And then I'm gonna switch over to the Unity thing where I have it. And once that is finished importing, I will export it to VRM. And it's still gonna have bad physics thing because I'm not gonna bother with colliders. There we go. And then export. No, why did it do that again? Why did it reset my bones again? I don't. Oh, it is because I didn't save it last time. Okay, that's me being dumb. That's no worry about. I need to get rid of all of the collider groups because this has no colliders right now. At least I'm reasonably sure it has no colliders. Let me double check. Spine. Ah, so that's what it was. I was wondering what was going on with that. I was getting worried. Okay, yeah, no colliders on that. But hey, your child has made for a very active chat, so I can't be too angry. Even though I am not a family-friendly streamer anymore. Though, as much as I say that, it really doesn't seem like it, does it? We need the eye shines, need to go back in it, and then the hair does as well. And then bang top, so that's top center, top left, top right, and then we get center, bang base. I mean, I figured that was the case. I know that. FBI, open up! Good to know I can still pull an unimpressed face on this one. But I know you wouldn't be the type to get angry if I did say something on stream and your child heard it. Ears, ear left and ear right. And then eye shines is the last bit, and then I should be able to export this. Because I've still got the fancy eye shines. There we go. So let's save that and then export. Oh, I hit the wrong thing to export. Export this thing. Ah, dang it! No, there's still there is still no collider. I don't think that's what children are supposed to be yelling at a Walmart. That does not seem right. I think I need to get rid of these collider groups entirely. Should be just those two. And then save and export again. You've heard worse? I mean, I suppose it is Walmart. Dang it, there's still a collider group somewhere? Where is that freaking collider group? I know you guys can't see it at the moment. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. Save. I didn't expect it to take this long to go through and fix the frickin' the physics. That thing. KitKat V3, test 2, 3, there we go. And now I can export that. Oh, hydrate and consume. Okay, I will hydrate first, as you have suggested. And then I will do a consume. That's a raspberry. Because I love raspberries. Why'd you turn off the lights? There we go. I can replace that. Both of those are done. And then let's go ahead and update this in VUp. So if I add model and then do, where is it? Where did it go? This one. There. And it's gonna look weird in a second. There we go. And then if we update like this, that should work. And James wanted you to. I mean, I suppose that makes sense then. Let's see how the fangs and stuff work on this one. Because we should have the new tusks down and stuff available on this. Let me actually switch to intermission so that we can get a better view of it. There we go. And it's going to be a bit odd with the dark mode on, but we'll deal with it. So that's lower rodent teeth. That definitely does not feel right. I think that one does need to point out more. I mean, I think you could just do the light again and then it'll just flicker later. Because it'll turn it back on and then it'll turn it off because it turned it back on, and like, it's a light toggle. I don't know if I set it to have the thing or not. I am spooky. I am a floating head. And I also have, I have tusks. I have, hang on, where is my other tusks? I have big, sharp, scary tusks. And then I've also got, oh, now it's red lights. Oh, I forgot to do sharp teeth lower because I've got sharp teeth upper now. It's hard to see with this kind of lighting. Let me try zooming in a bit more. Yeah, it was meant to be pink. I mean, it kind of looks like red. Well, I mean, red is a kind of pink, or pink is a kind of red. I'm getting confused myself now. My teeth look so bizarre with this at the moment. Let's see. So I've got sharp teeth upper on right now. Yeah, it is pink. I first thought it was just red though. True pink. I mean, I'm more used to like the vibrant kind of highlighter pink. They scare you for certain reasons. I mean, they're kind of supposed to scare you, especially when you have both tusks going on. And then it's just very bizarre kind of setup. Has something gone wrong with this though? Because like, it's colliding way too much with the cheeks. I don't know. Tusks were never gonna properly work, honestly, unless you have a model that is like purely designed for them. So of course it's gonna be odd. Oh, and now I'm looking properly pink. Let me undo tusks. There we go. And then now that we can properly see, rodent teeth, I don't know. Does that look good or not? I suppose I should see it with the upper rodent teeth too. I mean, it does look like a rodent. It does get that far at least. Though I don't think I'm the type that would like use the rodent teeth at full at any point. I would just have them at kind of this degree. Do you want to see me properly unhinge my jaw? Because I could do that. Like that, you've just seen me open my mouth really wide. Because, I mean, this is how far I can normally open my mouth. Which is pretty far. But then I've also got the way that I can unhinge my jaw like this. Oh dear, hang on, what has happened with that? That wasn't even what I expected. Something went wrong with this. Uh, this is not my true form. This is just a different kind of weird scenario going on. It strangely it looks cute to me. I don't know how I feel about this. What is going on? Because it looks like my what? As I zombie cat. I mean, I suppose it kind of is zombie cat. It was definitely not supposed to be like this. It was supposed to have the entirety of the face be like drooping down. So like entire jaw unhinged. And now it's just kind of like I've lost my lower teeth and they've just fallen through like underneath my chin. it's a bit odd. Anywho, let me turn that off. There we go. What else can I show off at the moment? Oh, we still need to check the lower fangs. We haven't checked the lower fangs yet. So let's do lower fangs. I think they need to be a bit bigger. They're definitely, like, rather subtle. What do you mean my Adam's apple broke? I don't have an Adam's apple. Let's see the other fangs that we have on the inside. I think these also need to be bigger. If we compare it with the upper fangs, I suppose it's actually probably properly sized. Yes, having my teeth drop out through the bottom of my head would mean that my jaw broke. I suppose it is reasonably sized fangs. I had to read that word a couple times. I don't know how I feel about that word. Because I feel like I've seen it in a different context that was probably not within Twitch's TOS. So, I don't know how to feel about that. Anywho, on to another topic. I need to do sharp lower still. And do I need to make the lower fangs be... Wait, what? What is this clip? Oh, yeah, the teeth dropping out. It's a bit odd. It's probably a good summary of how that looks, though. So good grab on that one. I guess let's see with the other fangs if it still works well. Yeah, they look about as sized as I would expect them to. So that kind of works. I'm noticing a weird, like, shadow thing going on with my lower lip that I probably need to figure out which one it's part of. Yeah, lower fang is indeed smaller than the top, so I've done that right. So it's just the sharp teeth that I need to do on the lower one, and fix the lower lip shadow thing that's going on. I'm like Zordon from Power Rangers. I do not get that reference, I'll be honest. I was not a very Power Rangers person at any point. But it is thing. Oh yeah, I am a floating head. I think I'm also what was the one I was going to do? or going to suggest. The wizard from the Wizard of Oz. I don't know why it took me so long to come up with wizard from the Wizard of Oz. He's in the title. I should know him, but it's bizarre. Oh, other thing I need to check is whether my shadow looks good right now, because I did tweak it a little bit off stream. No, Oz is the place. He's just the wizard. Looks like I do have the shadow kind of clipping through my hair in weird places. So I think that's not quite working. The fairy godmother? Oh, who is the wisest of us all? Oh, no, she is a... Wait. Fairy godmother is from... she's from Cinderella, not from Wizard of Oz. 'Cause, the pink, pretty one who helps, the girl from Wizard of Oz was called the Good Witch. She was the Good Witch of the East, I think? I don't entirely remember. It's all the same planet? I mean, I don't think Cinderella took place in the Wizard of Oz. Or was it north? It might have been north. I don't remember which direction. I know the Wicked Witch of the West is the one who was crushed by the house, and is the one who stars in Wicked. So, I am tangenting quite a bit here. Let's go back to the modeling stuff. There we go. Oh, I am still a bit big. I might want to be smaller. Hang on. Ah! No, that's not smaller. There we go. That's smaller. And I think right there ought to do it. Okay. So now we're back on this. We can separate by material again. Did I say that's what she said moment? I don't remember. I don't remember what I said. You want to put my head in a jar? You know, I tried to... I have a 3D printed version of myself, and I tried to fit it in a jar, but the tails are too fluffy, so it didn't fit. Because, like, I have this massive jar that looked like it should have fit it, but it would have if it just didn't have the tails. But I'm not gonna go lopping off my tails to put myself in a jar. That's not good. What was I gonna do? I've already forgotten what I was... Oh, right, I need to check. What happened to melt on this one? This one should have melt. It does have melt. What the frick? Hang on, so if I join all again and then scroll down to melt. What the frick? Oh! One of them has a capital and one of them doesn't. Okay. I need to fix that. I was wondering why that did that. So separate by material. And then I need to go find the lowercase one, switch it to an uppercase one for the thing to fix. Why is there a melt like that? Okay, so this melt goes away, and then the other melt turns into an uppercase one. And then when everything is together, I move it to lowercase. So now we join all. And what is this you've sent? Oh yeah! The mirror from Shrek. That is also fitting. Now where is melt again? Why is there no Oh, right, because that one had a melt as well. Screw it, I'm just switching everything to uppercase melt. Separated by material. Because things go wonky when I try and change that. No, not that one. Give me that. There we go. This melt needs to be uppercase melt. There we go. And then the... What was I... Oh, right! Sharp teeth! I was going to do sharp teeth. What's creepy? What is creepy? Hmm. Oh, I need to figure out oh yeah, the back of the head. The back of the head is normally creepy. I mean, I can do other creepy things too. Like I can do the freaking hang on. If I do where is it? Yeah. Now I don't have irises. I just have pupils. And it's weird, isn't it? There we go. Okay, I got distracted again. That, and that all need to be merged. So join selected. And then that needs to hide. You don't need to cry, it's not that bad. Consume. Consume and hydrate. Okay, I will eat another raspberry. Raspberries are yummy. Though one of these days you're gonna do a consume and I'm just gonna consume the screen and like eat chat. Alright. One raspberry down. Now for second raspberry. I didn't mean now. Oh my gosh. Nick, why are you spamming consume? Alright. Clearly you guys want this. Let me first hydrate, and then I'll switch to the other screen. Alright. You guys freaking wanted me to consume chat, I'll consume chat. So let me not run off, hang on. And then, if I position this properly, I should be able to do... Hang on, where is it? This is the tricky part. Because I know how to do this, I've just never consumed something as large as chat before. Here we go. Hang on. It's hard. There. That good enough? Did I consume chat? I was trying to eat you. Good lord. I need to get back into place now. I think that should be good. Alright. Enough tangents. I've done that for one of the consumes. Now I get to just chill and eat raspberries while working on modeling. There we go. That's that popcorn. I'll probably have popcorn too. But you've definitely got fodder for small ones videos now. And then popcorn. Ah. I got a kernel stuck between my teeth. And it startled me. when food fights back. How many more consumes do I even have? Okay, I just have 3 left. So I'll do raspberry, popcorn, and then raspberry. Of course you've clipped it. And now popcorn. And I'm quite happy to have this many clippable moments in stream, though. I was getting worried about my list of clips running out for being able to post to YouTube regularly. Raspberry. Alright. And now we can go ahead and get back to this and try and make the frickin' sharp teeth that we need. So let's start with grabbing the sharp teeth kind of thing. There we go. Got that. And then new blend shape. Sharp teeth down. And now we get to edit what sharp teeth look like here. So let's grab center points of each of these. No, not that one. I need the actual center point. And then how big is our area of effect on this? I think about there ought to work. We'll do up. And then maybe scoot in a smidge. And then we need to grab the outside corners and scoot these down. Probably about there. The back ones certainly don't feel like they've scooted enough. Maybe I tweak these inner ones here and scoot these up. That seems to have helped a little bit. And now we grab canines and have these go up. And that's probably enough to sell it. Let's actually go like in a bit as well. And now for the fun part of doing all of the other teeth that are less noticeable, but will probably be distracting if you don't do them right. So we need to grab center point of each of these. And then let's do this side too. Wonder if we can speed up the process and do it in 3 steps instead of 5. So that one, and then we go up. And then it seems a bit weird that it's so different between each of them. What if we do like that? I suppose that helps slightly. And then grab outer corner of each of these. Oops, not that one. I need the lower one. There we go. Oh no, it was the upper one. I got confused. Upper ones across the board. And then on this side, we grab upper ones as well. Oh, nope, not that one. These guys. Through there. Okay, that ought to do it. And then if we scooch these down, and then smidge back. Okay, maybe back first, then down? So back, and then down. No, it still looks weird. I think I'm just gonna have to deal with some weirdness. It's probably, like, not enough that you can actually see it in the teeth when they're back there like that. I'm probably just being pedantic. Really just need to get this good enough. Though, I tend to go overboard on all of these, which is kind of my problem. V3 has been in the works for too long. I can't give you an exact estimate of how long, just too long. Probably to there-ish. So then if it was to see it through the thing, it would look like that. I'll take it, I guess. Doesn't need to be the most realistic thing. This one, yeah, basis, grab everything, scoot forward a little bit, because it's kind of poking through there. Alright, so now we've got sharp teeth, so that's good. And then we need to sort out the random lower lip thing that I was having. It's actually hard to see now. What was it? Why is this a thing whenever it's like something was wrong and now I can't remember which one it was? Oh, I think it's on the funnel that it's happening. It's on the left-hand side of my face. So my left, your guys' right. And like kind of at that corner. So then if we look at the thing here and make everything visible again, and then go to mouth funnel, that actually explains, actually no, it would be mouth pucker, because that's the one that I tweaked. So this one has, one of these is getting too close together. So I think what I'm going to do to fix that is drag these points as a whole closer together. Because I think it is that, like, outermost one there. But I want to go, like, pretty tight on the affected thing. And then probably to there. Maybe that'll work. We'll see. We'll see if that's what it needs. What else do I need to tweak before we export again to do another test? I think probably the shadow. Because if we look at the shadow, like this is what the shadow looks like when it's in Blender and like in the editing process instead of in the actual model. And in the model, for everyone to remember, it looks like, hang on. Why are you... There we go. It looks like this. So, definitely looks a little bit different between the model and this. Oh, that's gonna be... I hope the colliders work. Oh, I probably should wait until I have the collider and see how that changes where it's falling. Because this isn't gonna be the final position of the hair anyways. So maybe it'll adjust to work better with it. I'm not 100% sure. I suppose the one thing I could do would be make more blend shapes for things like this, where I have the kind of angry brow, or the little angry thing. But in this front, I might just want to leave it as this one, where like I can pull it out if I want to. Because I certainly couldn't make it animated. I could just make it be a slider. So what would be... Oh, blushies. I should try and figure out some way of doing a better blush. or maybe like shadows under the eyes. Because having like panda eyes, if I was like really tired, would be hilarious. So I suppose those are things I could try and work out. I'm not 100% sure how to do that, but that's kind of the fun of it. Though I think at this rate, I'm probably just trying to brush off doing like the body or the back hair or anything like that. Because heck if I know what I'm doing for those at the moment. I'm sure I can figure out something. Probably. Maybe. I, I, I might actually want to look for some kind of base model that's free to use. But I suppose the nice thing if I make it myself is that I have full rights to it and I don't have to worry about, like, misusing someone else's property, essentially. Because who knows what I'm going to want to do with my model. I don't want to be held back by something. That's why I like creating my own models and stuff, because I get to make the rules of what happens to them. I mean, it's not like I'm going to go murder them or something. You know, maybe I should take off the shadow, because that kind of made that line hit a bit different. Let me do this. There we go. Back to normal. All is fine. Pay no mind. I'm good. What do I try then? Oh, what I should do is, scooch the hair out a little bit, because, even when I had the collisions on, actually no, I could probably do that in the properties of where it's bouncing off. So maybe I don't need to do that. I guess what we're doing is we're going to merge all of this together, and I'll put Unity on screen, and we'll mess with the physics and colliders and stuff, and then see where we go from there. So let's do that, and then go Unity and change window capture source to be Unity. There we go. So now you can see what my Unity workspace looks like. It's not all that crazy. But I do need to add colliders for the head, because right now you can see the head has no colliders whatsoever. So I need to add component, and then do spring bone collider group. That's the one. And then, is this gonna move? Yeah, that moves the entire head. I want to move just the collider. So let's do y is 0.3 or 0.2. Okay, so yeah, that moved the collider up there. And then we probably need to even do 2 colliders so that we can get the jaw and the forehead separate. Let me scoot this in a bit so we can actually see what we're doing. Where is that even poking out at? So let's do that there. That's probably about proper size for that part. And then we'll add a second collider that is lower. Let's try about there. And then scoot this one forward so it covers, nope, not that one. Scoot this one forward so it covers more of that. It's not going to cover the tip of the nose, but that's fine. Oh, that's the other thing I changed that I didn't show you guys. Hang on, let me do this and scroll to it, because I forgot I added this one. I think that's going to be like my downfall with this, is that I add so many and then don't even think about it. Where the frick are you? Come on. Oh, here it is. Whoop. I can be Pinocchio. I can have a long nose. Or I could also have a wide nose. I can make my nose wider. Though it's not as noticeable as how frickin' long my nose can get. I love these. I could also make my jaw pointier, so I can look like an entirely different person if I wanted to. I think I also have one for... Do I have that one? Actually, no, I don't think I added one for making my jaw wider. That's what I probably need to add. Is, like, getting the South Park kind of character back. Or I need one for having an absolutely tiny mouth. That would be funny too. Okay. So back to the collider thing I was working on. I think both of those colliders should be reasonable-ish now. I think that might need to be a bit smaller based on just where the frick it even is. But let's test it. Let's give it a test run. So we go to secondary, and then bangs, we add a collider and stick on the head. And then bangs base. Oh, we probably should have actually done this on hair base. Because hair base is where I'm tying all of my hair stuff to. But it's kind of late for that. We'll just stick with doing head for now. If I have to redo it again, I'll do it on hair base. Collider for hair sides. Head. And then ears doesn't need a collider, and eye shines don't need a collider. So then if we turn on physics now, it's probably going to look like I'm in a wind tunnel or something. Let me see. Yep! We've got very poofs because of where everything is placed. So essentially, what we need to do now is adjust this so that it actually feels right, instead of being flying off in random directions. So let's start with the bangs base, which is going to be like that center one there. Right now that has a, where is it? A hit radius of 0.03, so if we lower that down to 0, you can see it stops at about the right place. And then if we do the same on Bang's top, which is these like flyaways on top, that's currently at 0.05, lowering that down, we can get it to, I think about there looks right, so that's 0.008. That's very, very thin. And then we probably want to do the same on the sides, which is currently at 0.01. So if we lower that down, 0.0 again looks to be the correct one. And then if we grab the head and turn on rotation, that's still clipping through the face a bit. It definitely looks better, but it's definitely still clipping, like right there. That's major clipping. What if we adjust this one higher? So like adjust that to there. Are you still gonna do it? Okay, so yeah, now it doesn't do it as much. So it was slipping in between the spheres for the most part. It's definitely less now, so now I can go crazy and do all of the different positions. Flip my head upside down, all that kind of stuff. Oh, I think the center bangs need more collision to them, because they're currently, like, flopping through the forehead there. So let's... Oh, hang on, not what I meant to do. Let's shift this back into position. And then... I think if we copy this thing, and then hit that, and then do paste as values. Yes, okay, so that saved the change that we made in the play mode, because otherwise play mode isn't going to save any changes. So we need to go to secondary, and the bang base needs a bit more of a hit radius. Why did... Oh, dang, I changed all of those and didn't save it, because I forgot that also didn't save because we were in play mode. Let's change this to 0.005 for bang base, and then for bang top, I think we were on 0.01, and then for bang sides, we were definitely on 0.008, but let's up it to 009, or at 01 even. Let's try that. So if we hit play now, and go here. Oh, I just realized that for some reason the very top of my screen is cut off. I think I know why. Let me tweak that. But there we go. That was left over from a video recording. I forgot to undo that. Anyways, so we are now in play mode. If I grab the head, it definitely looks better. We've got stuff slightly off. Oh, I need... The top needs more. Because the top is colliding with the center one. So that's definitely not good. But I think everything else seems to be doing alright. Oh, dang it. Did not mean to move that. So if you rotate that, push it to its limits, it starts colliding there. I don't think I'd ever tilt my head that much. Over there, kind of the same. But like up to that point, it's fine. Even up to there is mostly fine. Let's go to secondary and tweak the hair top up the hit radius until that point. That's where it's poking through. So then I'm going to save that because that's 0.017. And let's triple check that that is indeed working as expected. That seems fine to me. It's got some kind of weirdness if it's moving too fast, but that's to be expected with this. It's never going to be 100% perfect. And that does feel like hair. That does like have its little quirks to it. Does the hit radius on that need to be higher? Because, like, the side bangs seem to be clipping a bit more. Oh, but that's the same as the top, so that shouldn't be the case. I guess let's go ahead and export it and see how it looks like when I'm doing my own shakes and stuff. Because I'm not going to be singularly rotating my head like that, so it might look a bit different. But first off, we need to change the top to be 0.17, save all that, and go export. Whoops, I'm on the wrong one, and you guys don't see the pop-up anyways. VRM export, and then cat v3 test 2. There we go. So if we export that as that guy, and then once that is done, we go back to our model, add it as another model. And where did it go? There it is. Okay. So import that one, override. And this should look less wet-haired than my current one. So if I'm looking at the camera, hair poof. Yes, hair poofed. Hair probably poofed more than I expected. I can't tell if it poofed too much or if it was, I just got used to it being kind of down lower. Let's actually switch to intermission to give it a good test. Here we go. So I can shake my head. I can do all that stuff. Tilt side. Tilt the other side. kind of hard to see when I'm going off screen like that. Let me actually tweak my thing a little bit. So if I do like this, now I should tilt my head more in a similar way as to what I did before. Yeah, it's definitely not actually as flowy as I thought it was, which is kind of weird. What is it that's making it flow less? I suppose just the lack of motion that I had when I was tilting my head like that. Because right now it's fine. Right now it's doing all the flutters. Oh dear, I have got my gums poking through my chin there. I need to move those back a little bit. That's probably why I did that in the first place. But indeed, the shadow that I had on my lip is definitely fixed. Ooh. Ooh. All that's gone. Hang on, why did that? Oh, there we go. Okay. I hit a button when I adjusted my leg and I didn't mean to. That is a side effect of not having a desk. But I think that works. Looks like it's doing fine. Do I need to up the frickin' what is it? The brow is also having a bit of trouble at the moment. The stiffness. Do I need to lower the stiffness on the upper, or no, on the sides, on the frickin' sides that are like super poofed out at the moment? It's kind of growing on me. I mean, it is my hair. God dang it, I've been around net too much. I'm making more puns. I can't help it. I can't help it. It's just going to happen. Hang on, if I shake my head again like that. How did I do it? I thought it went through my forehead, but it looks like it didn't. Oop, sorry, I didn't mean to bash my microphone there. Just doing all of the random expressions to try and test what it's even doing. Oh, let's check the teeth changes that we made as well, because we haven't tested the sharp lower teeth. So if I go and test that out, where is it? Sharp teeth down. Looks sharp to me. And then if we do sharp teeth up, yeah, I kind of have sharkish. It's probably kind of dangerous to be biting your tongue with teeth like this. Just that does not seem like it would work well. But even if I do the kind of like zoom in, yeah, it all makes sense with that. Dang it, no. I didn't entirely fix the shadow on my mouth when I do the ooh. It's still there. No. Okay. So I guess that's the next thing we are going to be working on. I also definitely don't have a interlocking bite on this one, which is kind of annoying, but I'm not sure I can be bothered to do it. I'll probably get annoyed at not having it later and do it later, but for now, I think this will do. It's definitely sharp teeth. Like the kind you'd see on a shark, I guess. I keep accidentally saying shark when I'm saying sharp, and vice versa, but oh well. So then, is there anything else we need to test? Oh, right, the shadow! We were going to test the shadow when we redid the physics of the hair. So if I pull back on the shadow and look at the hair, you can still kind of see it through the hair there. It's definitely still visible. I might have to try and bring that in. I'll probably have to kind of cut the mesh a bit more and like pull it in myself, because right now it's very much a like plane that's trying to fake that it's a shadow. So we'll have to up the complexity on it, but I think we've got the wiggle room to do that. Unlike on my mouth, where the complexity is making shadows be difficult. Okay. So we can go back to normal expression. There we go. And let's switch back to our frickin' words. English. There we go. And I don't need that on. And we need to switch to the Blender view again, so let me go ahead and do that. At the window capture properties, and should be that one. There we go. I suppose this is actually about as far out as it is on the normal model. It's actually, I think the bangs are definitely, or the side bangs are definitely in a bit more, but I don't think it's particularly bad, if that makes sense. It's just a bit different. And this is actually probably the reason why the front ones are having such trouble colliding. It's because this entire side thing is handled by just that, in my effort to reduce the number of bones that is affected on the model. But I think it sells it enough. At least that's my hope. Let me know if it doesn't. And then, let's do... What did I... Oh, right, I need to change the... I need to change the mouth funnel again, because it made it worse. And I need to do the frickin' shadow thing. So we'll start with the obvious and go to the mouth funnel. Though I suppose the shadow would probably be actually easier to do. But I'm already going to mouth funnel, so we're doing that one. Oh, right, no, it's not mouth funnel, it's mouth pucker. I keep forgetting that. Mouth pucker is one that we've been changing. Okay, so now we're in this. Oh, I need to... I forgot that I need to join this with this one. And I guess we'll join it with that one too. Because if we don't join those together, then the locking points of where they meet up will end up different on each of them, which is not going to work well when you've got the blend shapes playing together. So that's why whenever you've got something like this, where it like all functions as one unit, and nothing is going to change without affecting the others, you probably want them linked up. Whereas things like the hair, that isn't going to be affected by the eye blinking, you don't want those linked. So now we scroll down to mouth pucker again. Right there. Go tab. And then I think probably what happened on this is that they moved forwards together. So if I scoot each of these guys backwards, that should help. Make it absolutely tiny. And then pull that back. That ought to do something. And then I don't know what the other thing I could hope would be. Maybe this needs to scoot out a bit. So if we scale those out slightly, maybe that'll do it. Could also bring these guys back a little bit. Back and then up. Maybe up further than that. So many slight tweaks, but that's essentially the stage we're at when it comes to the expression the face pulls. If you have any other ideas for expressions I could add in, let me know as well. because I do like being kind of over the top on what facial expressions I can even pull. So it's all kinds of fun on that. I think that's good. So we'll save that there and then go to the shadow. And then I think we need to do shadow off of here. Edit this thing. And then do a loop cut across there. And probably another one up there just to be sure. And then if we grab the top edges here, let's actually hide the hair. So if we hide hair like this, now you can see all the kind of janky things I had to do to make this look right. But I should be able to grab these and then do a scale reduce like that, and then pull them back that way a bit. Maybe scale up slightly. So I'm trying to get this as close to the head as possible. Problem is the kind of craziness that happens on these. I think that, and then if I tweak that out a little bit, maybe even this one out this way a tad, maybe out both a tad. There we go. So now that should cover that without having it poke through the hair. Let's double check that. Indeed, it does not poke through the hair anymore. We might want to scoot it a bit higher because it doesn't seem to cover that spot. So if we hide the hair again, and then have this guy go up and back more, and then maybe this one go up, back a smidge, and then I guess this one come out. This is definitely kind of a weird shape to be working with, I'll be honest. Maybe there? Yeah, that covered the spot. Okay. So now the only place that it's colliding with the hair is at the very tip, which I kinda can't do much about. It's gonna do that. Actually, I suppose I could drag this spot in a bit. Probably to about there. I think that's about as close as I can get without things actively colliding with it. So then if we get out of here, yeah, it's still not visible on the basis. I actually, yeah, it's not noticeable when it's like this. So that's good. Oh, the other thing I need to do was how I do the hidden highlights and all the other stuff. Because when I hide the sparkles, they basically go really small and things, but not back. And I need to move them back behind the whites, because I do have some freaking blend shapes that, like, when I blink and stuff, they change and do things. So I need those to be not visible, if that makes sense. It's probably easiest to just show how this works, kind of thing. So if we go into tab, and then if I do a... I've selected everything at this point, and then if I scoot it back, I actually have no idea where this is. I assume it's there. Alright. I guess I can't show you, because I don't know how the frick to show that. But if we hide sparkles, yeah, you can see they disappear behind the head. Which I guess is going to work. I kind of can't tell when they've gone behind the whites of the eyes, but that's fine. And then we need to do the same thing for the highlights, or the horizon line, because same thing happens there. So we grab those, scoot that back, And about there, we'll cut it. Then if we get out of that and test it, yeah, so that more quickly goes away then. We'll do the same thing with the irises. Though I think there's only, like, the irises only get smaller. I don't have anything that makes the irises bigger, so they're probably fine. But the pupils do get bigger and change shape when I, like, do angry eyes and stuff. So these ones definitely need to be pulled back when they hide. So if we go to edit here, grab everything, and then pull back. About there, should cut it. Alright, so that should sort that out. And then if we join all and go test, melt was the other thing I wanted to make sure was working. Why has melt added a shadow to it? Why does melt affect that? That's not right. Okay, so let's separate by material again. Oops, that's not it. Join all, separate by material. And then go to shadow. Shadow. Why are you affected by so many things? Okay, so shadow should not be affected by that. Should not be affected by cheek puff, by mouth pucker, nor brow tighten, by none of the teeth stuff, nor by melt. Where even is the frickin' shadow one? It should just be called shadow, I think. Okay, so shadow is shadow. Also, I just realized that you guys could probably hear my phone buzz because it was on my table instead of on my side table. Scroll to the bottom here. Not on tongue out, nor on any of that. I just need to look out for shadow and make sure that I don't hit the minus when it's on shadow, because that's going to be incredibly hard to undo, because everything is joined together in the same spot. Actually, I could probably just Control Z it, so if I do hit it, it's not the end of the world. I just don't want to test if Control... Okay, Control Z works. So I can just keep hitting it until I see shadow, and then if I happen to delete shadow, I can just hit Control Z and we'll be fine. But it's fine, because shadow was the very last one, so that should be good. So then I can join all again, hit save, and then let's test melt as our random tester. Yeah, so that all works. If we do... what's a good one to test as well? Hide pupils? Yeah, that still works. What's another good one? Pucker. Yep, pucker is working. Nose long? Nose is indeed long. That one still feels like such a silly one to me. I could just Pinocchio. Alright, so we'll save that, and then let me try and save this in Unity and port it over so that we can continue testing with it and see if there's any other things we need to change. If this is actually something that we're satisfied with, then I might be moving on to trying to style what the rest of the hair might look like, because I only have the front hairs at the moment. But let's see what we can do with what we've got currently. Why do I have caps on? Cap V3, test 2, and then V3, cap. So we export that, and then now we should be able to import it into VUp as a model again. Which one is it? This one. Alright, so we override, and then in a second, yep, weirdness, confirm, reload. Alright, so this should look very similar Let's go to intermission again. So then the first thing to test is, do I still have the... Ooh, yeah, it's still there. I've still got the random shadow when doing that. I think I have a better idea of which one it is, because it's not the one that I thought it was, which means that the initial tweak that I did probably didn't actually help, but it happens. And then next thing to test is some of the emote things. So let's start with the... Where is it? Well, this is the first one I found, so I guess let's start with this one. Ooh, melt did not do anything. Oh, but that's lowercase melt. Lowercase melt shouldn't be there anymore. That's weird. Okay. Oh, here's shadow. Yeah, so shadow looks properly like it works now. Oh, hang on. We've got a bit of clipping in the forehead. Ah, it's a bit of clipping that only happens when I lower my brow. So that means that is a direct one caused by when I pulled it in at the nose. So if we undo that, it should be sorted out, which is pretty simple. And then, how about melt? Yep. This one is definitely working properly. It is indeed still utterly terrifying, but what do you expect from something called melt? And, can I undo this, please? Please don't... Like, this would be the epitome of don't make that face or it'll get stuck that way. Because it seems to be stuck. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it. The dangers of being a shapeshifter, getting stuck in a form you don't want to be stuck in. But I think that's fine. And then, just for sanity's sake, let's also test, where is it? There it is. Nose long. I still can have very long nose and still be very peculiar about it. It kind of reminds me of, like, French artists, like, stylized French art tended to be, like, very pointy features, exaggerated noses, and small eyes, from what I recall. So it kind of reminds me of that. Is it just has a very different kind of exaggeration to it. But, I mean, it's goofy. It's kind of funny. And it's now a shapeshift I can properly do. So I can have all of those funny moments of just, I've got a super long nose. Maybe I should stick a, frickin', what is it? The way that my ears wiggle, or the hair. The frickin', what is it called? Physics. Spring bones! Spring bones was the word I was trying to think of, but really could not. Either way, I probably don't want to stick a spring bone on my nose, because it's not normally this long, so it doesn't really need to jiggle. It would just be kind of funny if it did. Because heck if I know what I would do with a jiggly nose. I'd probably just be here shaking my head, but I already do that because I have such wiggly hair and stuff. So, all kinds of funniness going on. Okay, nose is back to normal. And then, oh, the funnel is the one that we still need to fix, along with the slight shadow thing going on. So let's switch back to game. There we go. Oh, there we go. And, yeah, we're still on Blender, so we're good. Hang on. How does one words? Let's start with the mouth pucker, because mouth pucker is going to be the... It's fine if it... I'm just gonna not explain why we're starting with mouth pucker, because I can't do it apparently. Okay, so we're in here. We can zoom super in. And I thought it was this one, this face here that was causing the issue. But if we look at the actual one affected, and I like zoom in so that we can see it better. Maybe it is that one. No, it can't be. I think it's got to be the one next to it, but it doesn't make sense for why that is. It's definitely one that is along the edge and not pointing towards the edge. That is just odd. Okay, well, back to positioning my head better. No, hang on. What? Why am I big? Why am I... we'll go with this, I guess. I'm still too big. We'll go there, I guess. Or, hang on, what if I do that? It's kind of hard. Oh, I can do the frickin'... Where is it? Estimate. There. Oh, but then that puts me back at this part, so I now have to lower myself down again. Okay. Let me lower myself down. I think that'll do it. That's decent. Okay. So I thought it was this face, but it can't be that face. That face is even bigger. But it's got to be like one of those two. That doesn't make sense. What would it be having trouble with? Because I think the shadow is caused by the faces being too small. But if that face is bigger than the other one, then it has to be that, like the smaller of the two, right? If my understanding of what is causing it is correct. I mean, my understanding could be wrong. I could be misunderstanding why it's doing what it's doing. I guess maybe it's this one? No, but that one's bigger too. I am so confused. I guess let's start with these two, scoot them down, because they feel a little bit like that. And then, is it small enough that it's, like, not even a problem, and I'm just making a big deal out of something no one's really ever gonna notice? Because it is kind of like just a random shadow that could probably be brushed off by, like, anyone doing anything. So maybe it's just something I need to forget about and not fuss over. But I think the shadow is definitely one that is more of an issue, since it is, like, pretty apparent if I move a certain way. So let's do that test first. Grab that line and then move it out. I think about there should cut it. I hope. You can go there. Alright. So we'll do that, and then is there any other... I've got the two tusks. I've got sharp teeth on bottom and top. I've got a nose that can go long or wide. I've got cheeks that can puff, and I suppose I still don't have the frickin' South Park mouth that I can do on my current one. So maybe I need to tweak that. I feel like there should be something else that might be better, though. about we do the hair thing now? Because I'm having a bit of trouble, so I think I'm not even going to bother exporting the changes that we've made right now, because they're not going to be ones that are easily noticed at the moment. But what I can do is pull up VOD Studio, and we can try out some different hairstyles for what I could possibly have as my, like, the rest of my hair, not my bangs. Because my bangs are pretty sorted at the moment. So then if I do this, that should pull it out, I think. There we go. Yes. So now you guys can see that this is indeed how I made my hair, is I just used VOD Studio and was like, okay, here's where hair goes. Which, I mean, it works. It does the thing. Now I just need to sort out what the rest of the hair do. What am I saying? So let's go hairstyle. Do I have anything that I tried before? I think I tried this one, which is kind of cute. I do kind of like the short hair. I could have short hair this time, but I don't think that's what I want to do. Because as cute as short hair is, it's also not quite... Like, I tend to have longer hair. I tend to like longer hair. But it tends to be a bit of pain when, like, trying to animate it. So, like, this is a good example of one that I did that is long hair. You can see by the number of colors in this little thing in the side that it has a lot of physics on it. In fact, let me go to the test mode and show you what the physics even look like on this thing, because it is a bit ridiculous. I kind of went over the top. So if we do standby 9, you can see just how much this is struggling to keep up with that level of hair. I can see why, like, so many animation studios struggle with long hair and such. Because it is just an utter pain, and, like, even with the other ones, you can see it is, like, full-on L'Oreal type of, like, flowing there. It is super cute to see it in kind of more of a toonish form as well. I might have to do a retexturing as well of mine in a more cartoon style, because I am very semi-realistic and it is different. Oh, do you want to see me in pigtails? I have one that's pigtails. Let me show you the pigtail one. I think it's this base, and then if I do... Wait, was it that base? It was either that base or that base. Okay, it was definitely this base. Extensions. Pigtails. Here is Pigtail Cat. So I could definitely do pigtails at some point. I'm not sure if it's really my style. But I could definitely do it for, like, a summer one or something. And then we've, of course, got the buns that are on my current one. Or drill hair? I haven't tried drill hair yet. I could probably do it. I think the one that I want to try and see if I can do better is the side braids. That might be cute. But there is also ponytail. I could also do, like, a ponytail or something. So, wait, what does drill hair have to do with dresses? That's my question. I think this one is the one that I was experimenting with the braids on. It doesn't have anything on it at the moment. I think, actually, let's switch to kind of the more poofy, because I think that's kind of cuter. So if we did, like, that with pigtails or something. No, not quite. It definitely does work better with the braids, though. I think that kind of hair with braids looks super cute. So I guess I'll do that for the braids then. Oh yeah, drill hair and dresses are classic, like, Ojo-sama villainess ones. That is definitely correct. That makes sense. How does that one look with buns? Yeah, but buns with this kind of hair just looks kind of ridiculous. I guess let's try and do drill hair for fun. Just because I should probably try various other ideas. Let's do this as a new one. And then we'll do edit hairstyle. This guy. Come on. Oh dear. I forget that frickin' Vroid does this mess. Every time you change the hair, it adds the materials, but it doesn't remove the materials when you remove the hair. And there's no way to just consolidate materials, so it's kind of dumb. Let's see. I needed to... First, let's not care about materials. Actually, let's care about... No. Okay, we've cared about it enough. It's on Blue Bangs, the correct one. We need to move this thing over to the side. And then we need to do the correct way of doing this. I think if we have this point down there, and then have this go inwards on this side. Like this. Probably even like a little bit further. Come on, work here. And then we need this bottom bit to narrow more. Because it's gonna do the kind of cone thing. So if I turn on mirror, and then... Where did my freehand group go? It's lagging a bit. It's having a bit of a hard time. There we go. And then we scoot these in. And then scoot these guys in. And then these ones need to go in like that. This one more. I basically just undid all of the tweaks that I did on that other side. But oh well, I can redo it. I also just realized I didn't change that side, so that's gonna be annoying. But if we pull this out more this way, should be able to make it look a bit better. And then we turn back on the mirror and do this side. About there. That should be adequately drill shaped. I think this side needs a little bit more tweaking. Because I imagine the drill things need to be a bit sharper. There we go. That's doing a bit better. And now for the tricky part. How to actually make this hair drill. So if we do... I'm just gonna do it like that first. Just get long piece of strandly hair. And then go into the control thing. And we want it to start on this side, but then curl around this outside edge. And start going down from there. there. That side. That one. Can I add new points? I cannot. Okay, so I have to work with the points that I have. This side. This is going to be a lot of spinning around this, I can already tell. Why is there that weird twist in there? Okay, so this one needs to be at that lower point. That one there. That can go middle. That goes all the way to this side. And then this one needs to go over here. That can go on that side. I've kind of got it. It's definitely a bit tricky. That goes there. Okay, so I'm getting there. It is a little silly. You're the one who wanted drill. I'm just trying to make it happen. And then I think the problem as well is that this isn't going properly down in a nice spiral. Some of it's kind of wobbly. But I think that's probably about as close as I'll get it. So then if we go edit mode on this, edit this guy. Come on. Why is it having trouble? Probably because of the sheer number of materials stuck on itself. So increase width, increase thickness. I might need to over-exaggerate the thickness. So if I up this to... Why can't I not type in there? Oh, you can, okay. One is a bit much. I don't think one's gonna work. How about a 0.5? Nope, still too much. 0.2. Okay, that looks more like your standard drill hair there. I think... So then if I move this entire group over now, I could probably reposition this to where it makes more sense. Kinda there. The problem is that spot now. Because that's supposed to be where it connects, but it's kind of like in the very center of the shenanigans. Let's do this one and adjust this up like that. So it kind of has that weird thing coming off. And then if I just reposition the group to where that point makes sense, the rest should be fine. Maybe even rotate it out a little bit. And then scoot that in and rotate it like that. There we go. So now we've got the drills. It's super exaggerated drills, but it's drills. And then actually I should be able to tweak the frickin' thing from this side too. So if I do this and then do width ratio and thickness ratio, I can get it kind of like more exaggerated. And then maybe I want it to come to a point much later. So it kind of does that. This is some bizarre hair, but it's kind of funny. Alright, so then what if I duplicate this group, flip it, and then change the material to orange? I've figured out drills. I don't know how I feel about having figured out drills, but I think I figured out drills. What if I do the scale? Come on, select that one and then resize so that it's taller. I think that actually looks a little bit better. Where it's like not quite as tight of drills. I look like a frickin' Pokemon trainer though. Like of all the things. But of course now I have to add physics to this. Because I want to see what this looks like with physics. So let's save that as extensions. And then go edit the physics on this. Edit hair bounce. That should be grouped in one group. This should be grouped in the other. Okay. That might work. Let's give it a smidge of gravity, like 0.001. Just enough to get it to kind of point down slightly. And then let's do a much larger hit radius. Given the frickin' size of these things, I think max hit radius is probably what we need on this. Alright. Let's overwrite that and see how this looks. I might actually be able to find a use for this if we can get it to look right. Oh, that has a satisfying bounce to it, actually. Like, I am surprised. Hang on. Yeah, like, look at how that moves. I don't know if I could possibly even get that to look right in the semi-realistic style, but it's adorable in tune. Let's try... Yeah, like, even look at that bounce. They bounce! They have actual bounce to them! This feels so weird to be excited about! Like, how did this work reasonably? It is the most, like, silly of hairstyles. But it's got the bounce. It's got the things. I've got the drills. Alright, and then if we try, like, stroll... Yeah, just look at that bounce! It's just got the bounce. I don't even know what to say now. This goes above what I thought could possibly happen with this. And then, yeah, even on, like, the exaggerated stuff, it just makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense for my character to wear that, or for me to wear that, even. But, like, as far as frickin' crazy ideas for hair go, maybe I should try adding a little bit more physics to it. Because it doesn't quite go any specific direction. I would like it if the drills actually pointed down, for the most part. But it is interesting. Nope, nope, don't wanna give panty shot there. So let's try tweaking that a little bit. Let's actually tweak the hair curve a little bit, because I'm noticing these are a bit more wide than they probably should be. If it'll let me. There we go. So then this needs to cool down a little bit. Probably like that. And then do the same on this one. There we go. So that should be a much smoother difference between the two. Or between the various loops of this drill. And then edit hair bounce. And let's go up to 0.01 on this one. And we'll switch to 0.005 on this one. Not 115, 005. So then if we like the right one more, we know that we like less. If we like the left one more, we know we like more. So let's overwrite that and go back to the test. Do this. Okay. They look about the same. I'm not gonna lie, they look very, very similar. Let's try standby. They look exactly the same. Do I need to lower the stiffness on them? Is that why? What is going on? I guess let's go try lowering the stiffness and see how that works. Edit hair bounce. Yeah. Alright, I guess we'll do 0.01 and then reduce stiffness to 0.2 on each of these. Because if I reduce it to, like, 0, then they're not even gonna hold their curl. They're gonna droop like crazy, which I don't want. So let's overwrite that and see how this looks in motion. But I had trouble saying motion there. Let's see. So if we have that... Okay, so definitely prefer stiffness at 0.4. It doesn't have the same bounce. It's just a whole lot smoother. So I guess... Maybe it wasn't enough on the gravity still. So let's do stiffness at 0.4 again, because we liked 0.4 on both of these. And then we'll keep orange at the same gravity it is right now. This one we will switch to 0.5, so we will go ham on the gravity. So let's overwrite that. And then go see how it looks with gravity 0.5 on the blue. Yep, that's what I was worried about. It just kind of tries to unfurl, and it's really not designed to do that. I guess we're just gonna go with super gravity-defying hair, because that looks like a tumor. Or something. It is entirely ridiculous. I'm glad I didn't do it to both, because good lord. Oof, you can see it do it there. It's not happy. So gravity should be 0.01. 0.01. There we go. So then let's jump out of this one, overwrite And that should now be the fixed bouncy hair that we like. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one though. It is a very, very specific kind of thing to it, isn't it? Because I was going for, like, kind of wavy hair. I don't think I was going for full-on, like, ringlet curls. But it is kind of funny to know that I can do that. Hmm. Hmm. I'm trying to decide what I even want to do with that. Whether I want to keep it or not. It would be super, like, I don't think that's going to be my main, but it would be super cool to pull out for, like, a Wonderland-inspired one or something where it's just, like, I'm trying to go a little bit crazy and over the top with it. I'll have to see if I can use it for something, because it's definitely cute. It's ridiculous, but it's cute. So can I get the hairstyle to actually save properly, please? I just noticed it did the garbage in the kind of preview of, like, that's not what it looks like. Yeah, well. We'll sort it out. In the meantime, we are currently at 3 hours, so I'm going to go ahead and, well, first off, switch back to my normal model, and then we'll do closing remarks as we usually do. So let me go ahead and switch to the semi-realistic normal version. This one, there we go. And then switch to intermission. And I probably need to actually scoot up as well, because I am not positioned correctly. Oh, and I am closer to the camera than I normally am. So let us tweak that a little bit. About there. Okay, so we will be back on on Sunday, actually, because it's Thursday now. This has been a short week. I forgot I didn't even have work Monday. But we'll be back on Sunday with either Minecraft or Grounded, depending on whether or not Net is completely tired out of the server. He does a lot of work on it, so whatever he is comfortable with is what we're doing. Because he is an amazing person, even if I do yell at him to go to bed every night. And then we should probably sort out who we are going to go raid. Who is online at the moment? There is an Ichiban online. Oh, there's also an Anzu. We haven't raided Anzu in a bit, so let's go see how Anzu is doing. Let me get through the ad first and make sure that she is actually streaming. And let's see, is there anything else that I need to go over? Not that I can really think of. Oh, I do have a YouTube channel, which is, funny enough, at 69 subscribers. So, if you want to look at more of my stuff, check out my YouTube channel. This is actually probably one of the videos that is going on there as well, which is going to be quite funny when we reach the point that it's uploaded and there's a plug for my YouTube. For my YouTube, I also stream on Twitch. That's where this came from. just to be silly with that. And yeah, it looks like Anzu is there. So let's go ahead and get that raid set up. Anzu. There we go. So raid should be set up now. And I will see you guys on Sunday. We will be back with